All right, the fine-tuning parameters that Hoyle discovered weren't the only ones that physicists have discovered. Can you describe some other especially dramatic or precise examples of cosmic fine-tuning?
Sure. There's a couple different classes of fine-tuning evidence. One has to do with the strength of these fundamental forces, gravity, electromagnetism, the strong and weak nuclear forces. And all those forces must fall within very narrow ranges to allow, for example, the production of life-essential chemicals or even very basic chemistry of any kind. And often the ratios between those forces are critical as well. But in addition to that, there's other types of fine-tuning that relate to the initial conditions of the universe, the configuration of matter and energy at the very beginning. We live in a universe that's fairly nicely ordered. We have these beautiful spiral galaxies, and inside the galaxies there are solar system. We have everything arranged in just the right distances, and Earth has the right axial tilt from the sun and so forth to allow for the possibility of life. But getting even orderly galaxies depends upon a highly ordered set of initial conditions. You may remember that in the old days, if civil engineers were building a tunnel through a mountainside, their term of art was they would configure a charge. They would set up a dynamite charge, but they would put it at just the right angle in just the right place so the hole would be blown through the mountain in just the right way so that they could put the road where they wanted it. And in the same way, the arrangement of matter and energy had to be highly configured in a very specific way at the beginning of the universe to produce the highly ordered structures that we see today. The order that we have today is reflective of an even greater order at the beginning of the universe. And there's a great physicist from Britain, Sir Roger Penrose, who's made calculations as to the degree of fine-tuning that would have been required in the configuration of the initial conditions of the universe. It's called the initial entropy fine-tuning. And the number he's derived has just blown people's minds. That initial configuration of matter and energy is fine-tuned to 1 part in 10 to the 10th power raised to the 123rd power. It's called a hyper-exponential number. 1 in 10 to the 10 raised to the 123. So that's a mind-blowing degree of precision.